out of nowhere, we've been blessed with a surprise console release from one of the greatest brands in video game history. It warms my heart just thinking about it. A truly portable masterpiece for the next generation of gamers who demands a product they can enjoy at home and take on the go, with a lineup of well-known and highly praised games that you're sure to love. They're calling it the Switch, and watch out, because Nintendo just turned us on.
Here we go!
No, you fucking cuck!
Peggy 18.
The fact that this console release hasn't been on our radar is truly baffling. I mean, just look at it. It's portable, but you can also play it at home. It's got removable controllers, so you can play however you want, or even share one with a friend for multiplayer gaming on the go. And oh, what's this? The title they're launching it with is Zelda? Wow, that is a surefire winner.
Well, not only that, Elliot, but the reviews are in. And Zelda Breath of the Wild is a hit! The game, which drops today on both the incredible and flawless Nintendo Switch as well as the Wii U, is currently sitting at a 98 on Metacritic with, quote, universal acclaim, based on the reviews of 61 critics, and no shibbies to be found.
None.
Some of the highlights include Forbes saying that, quote, it's one of the best video games I've ever played and is sure to keep you busy for many hours, days, and weeks exploring the vast, beautiful, unexpected world.
Or there's IGN, who, believe it or not, gave the game a 10 out of 10, saying, Breath of the Wild is a master class in open world design and a watershed game that reinvents a 30-year-old franchise. And Yahoo! They said, with Breath of the Wild, Nintendo has built a living, breathing world that you never want to leave.
What, Nintendo Nation?
Game Informer said in their review, which also gave it a perfect score, that they were, quote, entranced by this version of Hyrule, and it surprised me at nearly every turn, from its wealth of discoveries to the way it shuns the established tropes of previous Zelda games. It represents a profound new direction for one of gaming's best franchises and a new high point for open-world interactive experiences.
And this isn't just coming from those backroom handshake deals that companies make behind closed doors with Nintendo for good reviews. I've actually witnessed, with my own eyes, people who I consider friends and whose opinions I trust actually enjoying the shit out of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So there you have it. Zelda Breath of the Wild is confirmed to probably be a great game. But our beef was never with this game in the first place. Or maybe it was. I'm not sure. I have like zero short-term and long-term memory because of all the weed I smoked in my 20s. Still. Bravo for the Switch launching with at least one solid game. But again, that's it. And although some claim to foresee 100 hours of gameplay, I've seen plenty of people online, those same people who loved it, who have already beaten at least the main story over the weekend after they got their review copy. So what happens to the Switch and the copies of those games after you're done?
You eat it.
Shh.
Well, I'll tell you one thing you should never do. You don't suck on it or eat your game cartridges because unlike the delicious, appetizing gourmet game discs from consoles like the Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, delicious.
The cartridges for the Switch apparently taste fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, why would anyone possibly care or even know what a Nintendo Switch cartridge tastes like? Well, someone decided to try it out for reasons that we can't even begin to understand. That someone is Jeff Gerstmann from Giant Bomb, who tweeted earlier this week, I put that Switch card in my mouth, and I'm not sure what those things are made of, but I can still taste it. Do not try this at home. Thanks, Jeff. Obviously, telling people not to do something, that's just gonna make them do the opposite.
Yeah.
And because of this challenge, there is now a video where a grown man puts a Switch cartridge in his mouth and, yep, double confirmed, honeymoon is over, Switch fanboys. Your cartridge tastes like shit.
We tried it upstairs. Apparently it does taste like poison.
But why though? Well, thanks to this stupid phenomenon and the fact that it's gaining so much traction online, Nintendo was forced to issue a statement and an explanation, saying to Kotaku,
Do not eat the cartridge.
to avoid the possibility of accidental ingestion and to keep the game card away from young children, a bittering agent, denatonium benzoate, has also been applied to the game card. This bittering agent is non-toxic.
Was that? I can't tell if that's your weeb voice or your Japanese
It's
voice.
both.
It's like both. That's amazing.
Yeah, so literally these old men are worse than children and are so stupid that they triggered a defense mechanism meant to keep babies from choking to death. Fucking bravo, man. A+ journalism. I miss the old Nintendo flavor. I miss when the games tasted good. You used to be able to lick the delicious Corito dust from the inside of the cartridge.
Okay, but what about the Switch in general? You know, outside of the handful of hours that you'll spend playing the only decent game releasing for the $300 console this year. Well, the reviews are, surprise, a mixed bag. Outlets praise its innovation, mainly saying that it's cool to be able to play games on the go that would only normally you'd be able to play them on the couch or at your desk.
Yeah.
That's cool, I guess. But there are problems.
Yes.
And we've mentioned a lot of them on this show before, so we won't bore you with another long-winded explanation of why you're wrong.
Wait, but before we get into the issues, though, we were fucking right.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That-
These guys are all doom and gloom.
The battery is an issue.
Yeah.
Everyone hates it. And yes, it does suck playing outside on a sunny day because you can't see anything.
And-
This piece of shit isn't bright enough.
Yeah, and yes, the accessories, some of them being absolutely necessary to enjoy the system, are fucking expensive, and they start racking up very quick, making the seemingly low price point climb higher and higher before you actually have something that you can use correctly. Also, the online system that you have to pay for isn't even going to launch until later this fall.
Bah.
No one has any idea when the virtual console will become available.
Bah.
The controllers are having connectivity issues.
Bah.
The Switch is still using friend codes as opposed to gamer tags and stuff like that.
Bah.
And guess what? Apple fanboys, you can't use Bluetooth wireless headphones with the device.
Uh-oh.
Buying the Switch at launch essentially makes you a shitty beta tester who
Definitely a beta.
is yeah. A beta tester who, instead of getting paid for their research and discoveries, is actually paying to help out, with the slight added bonus that you can play the new Zelda.
I always said I would make the new Nintendo. And now you can.
Yeah.
By being a free, unpaid beta tester.
Yes.
Let's add a few more notches to that bedpost since we went off and actually bought one. We're gonna destroy it, by the
Yeah.
way. This thing is doomed. Last week we said the Switch was doomed, and we were not
making
lying.
good on that promise.
There are no apps that make this worth owning as both a tablet and a gaming devices, meaning no Netflix, no YouTube. There's not even a fucking web browser available on launch. So yeah, it's pretty much just for playing Zelda.
I will play
on
the
launch.
Zelda.
Also, the charging point for this device is located on the bottom because of the dock that you have to put it in.
Yeah.
So if you did actually want to go mobile with this thing without it dying, you literally have to hold it in your lap or your hands, because if you use the kickstand to set it up on, you know, an airplane tray or train tray table, whatever, you can't charge it while you're doing that because it would just topple over.
Yeah.
Well, we're sure Nintendo will come out with some sort of mobile grundle dock in the near future that costs like $400
This thing
dollars.
cups the system's balls so you can sit it on its back. Okay, seriously though, we have to stop talking about this, and we are going to smash it on a live
weren't
stream.
lying.
That we're doing the live stream later, but you've already seen it by now. By the time this goes up, we will try to end it or add it to the end of this video so you can see it again. In the meantime, here are some T.U.G.S squirts regarding other important moments in gaming from this week. Battlefield 1, a game that we actually like because we are sad old men, has some new DLC finally coming out, and here are the details of what you'll be getting with it.
Yeah.
They shall not pass. Play as one of the most ferocious armies in World War I. The French.
Believe it or not, this is World War I we're talking about.
They do get a bad rap. I went to the Museum of War in Paris. They were pretty badass until World War I ended, and they were like, all right, well, war's never going to happen again. Just disarm the entire French army.
Yeah.
And then Hitler was like,
Ooh, yes.
Anyway, engage in the savage fighting around the furnace of Verdun and descend into the bowels of Fort de Vaux, where barbarous battles rage in the gas-filled corridors. Take part in the largest tank assault of the war by the riverbanks.
Next up, in the name of the Tsar, enter the biggest front of World War I with the Russian army. Ride in Galicia with the legendary Hussars during the Brusilov offensive. Okay?
Learn about words you've never read before.
Partake in the skirmishes of the Albion assault in a freezing archipelago.
That one's not a World War I term, it's just a geography term.
Archipelago, and fight in the snow-covered ravines of the treacherous Lopkow Pass.
But there's more. Turning tide. Participate in the amphibious warfare.
No, you mean amphibious.
amphibious warfare of World War I. Embark with the new destroyer into intense tactical naval clashes. Master the coastal class airship in the fierce interplay between land, air, and sea. Engage in the daredevil Zeebrugge raid and storm the beaches in the first days of the Gallipoli offensive. World War I was a fun war to talk about.
It was fun. Everyone had a great time.
Such whimsical words.
Next part, apocalypse.
No, that's not
Go
fun.
over the top in the most infamous battles of World War I. Conquer bitterly contested ground with brutal tools and unique weapons born out of desperation and deadlock.
Woo!
It's a fun war. Never before have the nightmarish horrors of the Great War been closer as you descend into hell, prepared to enter the apocalypse.
This isn't
fucking
going to be
awesome.
accurate unless you can put in like a full hour of advancing in a battlefield and then you just get fucking gassed. You have to start over again.
Yeah.
You have been mustard gassed because the Geneva Convention hasn't happened yet. Sorry. Try again.
Oh, God.
And you have trench foot. In VR news, Oculus has realized that they are fucked because of that whole ZeniMax lawsuit, or just because VR has gone stale until something new and exciting is released. So they've dropped the price of their headset by $100, and they price their touch controllers.
They dropped those prices as
Oh,
well.
they dropped the price of the touch controllers
Yeah.
by $100 as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
You still need a beefy
What are they,
PC
free?
rig.
No, they're 99 instead of 200.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
good. We should have been that in the first place. You still need a strong PC rig to run all this. Get yourself an AMD Ryzen, kid.
Yeah.
And
Sell!
Sell! Buy! Sell!
I took a real hit on that.
Yeah, the Rift still doesn't do a very good job at room scale without buying extra sensors, so I don't know. Just wait until something incredible happens, or nothing incredible happens. Let the rich people be the beta testers for
Yeah.
us.
Let those Switch users beta test.
Yeah. Or just go outside, I don't know, take the Switch with you. You can take it anywhere, guys. You can take it on the fucking toilet. But remember, you can't see it in the sun.
Might as well be playing in the sun. Bap, bap, bap. Ubisoft and the dev team behind The Division are working on a new Avatar game because...
Lost Airbender?
Nope, not that one. The one with the blue things that fuck with their tails.
Oh.
They're doing it because James Cameron made some more of those movies, but
Like 8 more.
it's been almost a decade since the original Fern Gully ripoff came out, and no one remembers if or why they liked Avatar in the first place. Disney is also opening an Avatar park to market this as well. There's a lot riding on that franchise to come back strong, so it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch it crash and burn.
Yeah. Mass Effect Andromeda. Is that how you say it?
Android Media.
Android Media, that's coming out pretty soon, and a lot of players were looking forward to trying out the game thanks to an upcoming multiplayer beta. But, well, too bad, you little shits. It's canceled.
Yes.
The game will probably be
The
fine.
game's not canceled, just the beta.
Not yet. But obviously, it doesn't look very good. Might worry some people who still pre-ordered games, but that's your own damn fault,
Yeah,
you
you did
little
that.
stupid idiot.
Speaking of people who pre-ordered blindly, finally, for some strange reason, No Man's Sky won a non-ironic award for innovation at GDC this past week. But guess what? Surprise, no one was around to receive it. Where are you, Sean Murray? Sean?
He probably thought it was a trick.
Yeah, they got me.
It was like when they nominated.
Subpoena his ass.
It's like, oh, Carrie, you're the prom queen. Come up on stage, and then
Yeah.
they dump a bucket of blood on her head.
Yeah. Well,
I think
she
she
got
made
the
right
last
choice.
laugh.
Yeah, she did. She murdered all of her classmates.
Yeah. Anyways, I still think Shibby has Sean Murray locked up at home. How is he, by the way, Shibs? Get in here.
My turn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your turn. How is Sean?
He's dead.
Oh,
He's
God.
long gone.
Wow. Ooh, the PS4 Dora. Is that because you're reviewing a PS4 game?
That's right.
Great.
Tugs boys and Tugs girl. This week I'm reviewing the most sexist game of the year.
Woo!
Ripped off from the movie Brave, as well as being on the pathetic PlayStation 4 console. Horizon Zero Dawn forced you to play as Aloy, our female protagonist. Or Aloy, my bad. Anyways,
Archipelago.
Tugs boys, I know this is hard to swallow. Unlike masterpieces like Metal Gear Solid 5, where you have quiet, dance around you, your personal sexy stripper cohort, in Zero Dawn, you play as Aloy, our outcast, tribal, guarantee she's not grooming any of her tiddly bits type marksman. I mean, Mark's woman.
She's got a bush?
Oh yeah. The story, if you can call it that with poorly synchronized lip syncing and most of the non-main story missions, is set 1,000 years in the future.
Dun, 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 dun.
Where finding a Bluetooth device that you stick in your ear makes you a god. Robot dinosaurs roam the lands while little critters like rabbits are somehow still alive. What we know today as today's vermin, as well as cellular devices, they somehow fuck like rabbits and now we're here. I don't know. Young adults in Japan, take note. I heard no one has sex there anymore.
It's true because of the internet
Okay.
and waifus. The pillows that they fuck.
The waifu pillow,
Yeah.
body pillows?
Yeah.
Great.
But they get crusty after a while when you come inside of it so many times. You gotta buy a new one.
Dead skin cells. Wash your sheets. But Shibby, what can we do today that prevents this from happening? We need to set our sights on Apple. It's their fault for getting rid of that fucking headphone jack. It's all downhill from here. Look. Oh, no reaction? Okay.
I'm watching on the
Catchphrase,
screen.
cancel. Combat in this game is suitable.
Oh,
You-
yeah, but that's the new catchphrase. Look.
Using your bow with your various demonic elemental arrows, it works. I saw the Warcraft movie, I know what I'm talking about. However, it's Shibby criminal that the melee combat in this game is so poor, making Aloy look weak. Little lemonade girls need a strong woman role model to look up to, and believing in this fancy hairdo, Bluetooth sporting false god is Kardashian levels of bullshit. I must remind you viewers
Beyonce.
to not hate the messenger here. I am telling you the ethical facts from someone who is not paid under the table to rant and rave about Horizon Zero Dawn in order to trick you into buying a PS4 Pro console. If you are a fan of open world games with a story that makes no sense, AI intelligence on the levels of Wall Street Journal, you might like Horizon Zero Dawn, but for us here on T.U.G.S, save those $60. 0 out of 10 pointless collectibles.
All right. Well, at least you're back down to like 0 levels of stuff.
At least you're back down to like only 2 beers before your review.
There we go. We gotta fix this really quick.
Okay.
And you asked for it.
What?
You got it. It's back? Yeah, baby. This is party time, so we're gonna do an Amazon review for
Yes!
y'all. Elliot, get it going. The first part is the title.
Amazon review, Zelda Hyrule Warriors. Title, I can't believe I would give a bad review to a Zelda game by Nas News. I can't believe I would give a bad review to a Zelda game. It was such a big disappointment. There was no problem solving involved at all. All there is fighting, not even battling bosses. Just swinging a sword at the same creatures over and over. What a waste of $60. Nintendo should be ashamed for the shame of calling this travesty by their name.
Well, you asked for it. That honestly, there's not a lot of bad reviews for Zelda games.
It's
for some
probably
reason.
great, but
It's
we'll
a-
never know because
That
yeah.
made more sense than my reviews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He's way better at writing. Anyways, that's it. Let's go smash a Switch. Watch our other content over here. And we're going to put up a whole separate video of us smashing the Switch so you can watch the full thing there. And we'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Go to etcmerch.com.
Make it viral.